Hi guys, today's topic is allotropes of carbon. So now we are going to see about two things. One is diamond and another one is graphite. This diamond and graphite is based upon carbon. First we will see about diamond. In this diamond, one carbon atom is bonded with 4 carbon atoms. Okay, in three-dimensional structure. It will be in the shape of three-dimensional structure. For that, for example, one carbon atom is joined with other 4 carbon atoms. See here, this is one carbon atom, so it is joined with 4 carbon atoms. So like that, in diamond, one carbon atom is joined with 4 carbon atoms, which imposes the three-dimensional structure. Okay, and later we will see about graphite. How this diamond will produced means when carbon undergoes high pressure and high temperature. High pressure and high temperature. But it is totally opposite to graphite. Graphite is a smooth substance, but diamond is a very hard substance. It's very hard and graphite is smooth. And the graphite structure is a hexagonal structure. In this graphite, one carbon atom is joined with 3 carbon atoms. But in diamond, one carbon atom is joined with 4 carbon atoms. But in graphite, it is differ. It is in the hexagonal shape. Okay, it is in the hexagonal shape. One carbon atom is joined with 3 carbon atoms like that. Their physical properties will differ, but their chemical properties will be same. Okay. Next one is fullerene. Fullerene means what? Carbon 60. And in this fullerene, carbons are arranged in a football shape. And it was designed by US architect Buckminster Fuller. It was designed by US architect Buckminster Fuller. So this carbon based compound is known as fullerene. So here we saw about 3 things: diamond, graphite and fullerene. And now here, versatile nature of carbon. Here we are going to see 2 properties of carbon. 2 properties. And the first property is carbon have a ability to form bonds. It has a unique ability to form bonds with other atoms of carbon or any other atoms. It has a unique ability to form bonds with other atoms of carbon. It rises to large molecules. If it forms with bond with other atoms means it rises large molecules. And this property is known as catenation. What is meant by catenation? Carbon has a unique ability to form bonds with the other carbon atoms or any other atoms. It rises to large molecules, and that property is known as catenation. When the compounds formed, it's look like a long chains of carbon or branched chains. Long chains of carbon or branched chains. Okay. It may be this like, or it may be the branches also it will be have. So compounds of carbon have bonds. In previous video we saw about single bond and a double bond. So here we are going to see if the bond is single bond means that is known as saturated compound. If carbon contains single bond means that is known as saturated compound. If it has double bond or triple bond means, and that is known as unsaturated compound. I'm just simply drawing for single and double bond. I didn't complete here valency and all. I'm just showing if the compound contains single bond means it is saturated compound. If it contains double bond and triple bond means this is unsaturated compound. Now second property. What does mean by second property means carbon valency is what? 4. 4. So it will bond with 4 other atoms. For example, it will bond with oxygen or hydrogen or nitrogen or sulfur or chlorine, anything it will bond. So these bonds are very strong. The carbon atoms bonds are very strong. Okay. And the behavior of that compound, here carbon is joining with other compounds and we are getting some compounds. Now after that behavior of the compounds depends on the what other atoms joined with carbon. So that behavior is depend on the other atoms also. Okay. And here I said saturated compound and unsaturated compound. Here saturated compound is very strong. Their bond is very strong. But here for unsaturated compound, the bond is not that much strong when compared to saturated compound. The bonds are little bit weaker. We know carbon has 2 properties. What are the properties we saw? One is tetravalency. Tetravalency. What does mean by tetravalency? It has 4 valency. Okay. And second one is catenation. Catenation means what I said. It has a unique ability to form chain, like it will form bond with other atoms like that we saw. So now we are going to see about the ethane. Ethane, carbon based compound. The example ethane. Okay, ethane. Methane, electron dot structure we saw in previous video. Now we are going to see about the ethane. What is the formula for ethane? Means C2H6. Here we are going to draw an electron dot structure for this ethane. So C2H6. How many carbon atoms should be there? 2 carbon atoms. 1 and 2. And these 2 carbon atoms between one single bond. 1, 2. So totally 2 carbon atom is satisfied. Now H6. Before that, what is the valency for carbon? 4. Here 1 bond, 1 valency. Finished. Balance 3. So draw here 3 lines. 1, 2 and 3. And here also 1, 2 and 3. Now check 4 bond is finished or not. 4 valency. 1, 2, 3, 4. S4 correct. For this carbon 1, 2, 3, 4 correct. So now write here hydrogen and all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, totally 6 hydrogen. So this is the structure for ethane. Now we have to draw an electron dot structure. So carbon, here carbon, and this carbon is going to join with another carbon. This is another carbon. 3 hydrogen and here also 3 hydrogen. So here 1 hydrogen, 1 hydrogen, 1 hydrogen. And here also 1 hydrogen, 1 hydrogen, 1 hydrogen. So here 1 electron, here 1 electron and here 1 electron is going to join. So here 1 electron for this carbon, 1 electron. Here for hydrogen also 1 electron is going to share, and for this carbon 1 electron is going to share. Here also for hydrogen 1 electron, carbon 1 electron. Hydrogen 1 electron, carbon 1 electron. So this like the electron dot structure will be for this ethane. Ethane C2H6. Okay, and here only single bonds is present. So it is a saturated compound. Next electron dot structure for ethene. Before video we saw for ethane single bond compound. Here ethene double bond carbon we are going to see. This ethene formula is C2H4. 2 carbon atoms and 4 hydrogen atoms. So right, for 2 carbon atom, 1 single bond is here. Balance only 4 hydrogen atom. Before that 4 hydrogen atom, before that you have to complete the valency for carbon. Here 1 valency is here, 2 valency, 3 valency, 4 valency. Here we will draw 1 line, but here we will put hydrogen, means totally 3 hydrogen will come for this carbon, but only 2 hydrogen have to be here. here 2 hydrogen and here 2 hydrogen, means only the 4 hydrogen will be complete. Here 1 hydrogen, here 1 hydrogen, here 1 hydrogen, here 1 hydrogen. Now check 2 carbon atom and 1, 2, 3, 4 hydrogen atom. But the valency is not complete here. 1, 2, 3 only. Here also 1, 2, 3 only for carbon valency. If we complete the valency, here we draw one line, and if we write here hydrogen, means totally the hydrogen number will be increased, but here only 4, so we should not add a hydrogen here. So to complete the valency of carbon, I am writing here another one bond. So carbon, double bond carbon, C double bond C. Here one hydrogen, hydrogen, and here one hydrogen, hydrogen. Now check the formula. C2 and H4 is correct. Now check the valency. 1, 2, 3, 4 valency. And for this carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4 valency is here. So this is a double bond compound. And this is an unsaturated compound. This is unsaturated compound. Unsaturated compounds are very reactive when comparing with saturated compound. Now for this electron dot structure you have to draw. So here carbon atom and here also carbon atom. This carbon is joining with 2 hydrogen here. So here upside 1 hydrogen, downside 1 hydrogen. For here also 1 hydrogen, for here also 1 hydrogen. One hydrogen electron and 1 carbon electron. So this carbon 1, 2, balance 2 valency is here. So it have to share 2 electrons with this carbon atom. So 2 electrons. Like that for this carbon also 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is electron dot structure for ethene. C2 and H4. Now for ethyne. Ethyne means, what is the formula? Means C2H2. Here triple bond will come. For ethane, single bond. For ethene, double bond. Ethyne, triple bond. Ane, ene and ine. Okay. And this formula what? This formula what? Here C2H4. Here C2H6. Now for ethyne formula, write C2, 2 carbon atoms, and H2. H2 means here 1 H and here 1 H. So totally 2 H. Now check the valency for carbon. 1, 2 only. So balance 2 valency is bending there. So you have to complete with 2 bonds. Now check 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 valency is completed for this carbon atom. For this also 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 valency is completed. Now draw the electron dot structure. 1 carbon and 1 carbon. This carbon is joining with 1 hydrogen. This is also 1 hydrogen. Only 1 bond is here. So balance 3 bond. Balance 3 bond. 3 electrons it have to share, and this also 3 electrons. So this is the electron dot structure for ethyne. This is also an example for unsaturated compound. Now structure for propane. Before that, methane, what formula? Methane CH4 and ethane, 2 carbon atoms will be. So 2 here 1 valency shared, so 3 balance 3. So totally 4 valency completed. So ethane formula is C2H6. Now propane. Propane means 3 carbon atoms. 3 means for this 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. For this carbon 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now writing hydrogen. Now count C3 and H. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the formula for propane. Now write propane structure. Means this only. This carbon atom is sharing here 3 electrons with hydrogen and 1 electron with carbon. Like that, this same also carbon with 3 hydrogen with this carbon. And this carbon is sharing 2 electrons with 2 hydrogen and with this 2 carbon atoms. So I am writing the electron dot structure. So totally how many carbon is there? 3. 1, 2 and 3. Carbon, carbon and carbon. So this last one is with 3 hydrogen. So here one hydrogen, here one hydrogen, here one hydrogen. Like that this carbon is with 3 hydrogen. Hydrogen, hydrogen and hydrogen. And the center carbon is with only 2 hydrogen. Why 2 means other 2 valency is sharing with these 2 carbon atoms. So here this electron and this carbon electron, this electron, carbon electron, this and this carbon. Like that this and this carbon, this and this carbon. So 3 for this carbon, balance 1 with this carbon atom. Like that this carbon with this 3 hydrogen and balance 1 is with this carbon. Now this carbon is with 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Now it was totally completed. This is the electron dot structure for propane.